I do find it funny I use getting up the elevator as my marker for, like, editing purposes. Just like, oh yeah, I'm moving, we get in there. Right, so, I don't know why I checked that. I need to find my way back there. Like, back where I just was. Just a little bit quicker and less fearful of fish. I am accurately fearful of fish, we know this. But I do kind of just need to deal. I still want to get to the sun station at some point as well. I do wonder if you can... I wonder if the sun station's a place you can't really land on with your ship normally, because the sun will just suck you towards it and kill you. I'll give it a go, first and foremost, probably. But what I am suspicious of is that you might need to use the warp towers on Ash Twin to get to the sun station. But yeah, we're not done here, unfortunately. If I can do this without getting fished again, like ever again, I'll be a happy boy. But if we do so get fished, also so be it. I can test out my theory of maybe trying to dodge the damn things. So first and foremost, we need to sneak our way to this distress beacon again, which is that one. So easy does it, but not wasting any time. We ain't got time to be like dithering around firing scouts at everything, we just kind of need to go. But slowly. And kind of stick to the walls. Okay. It freaks me out every time the light turns out when you get close enough to it. It's just freaky. So I've got a sneaking suspicion the fish don't change where they are much at all, which makes trying to get around them at least easier. Like, no less terrifying, but easier. Okay. Round 1. Round 2. Oh god. This really is the Lost Woods of space. Like, that's just what this place is. Still not happy about whatever that is, but we ain't got time. What I have got time for... Yeah, okay, so this is the same path we came through before, so there should be fish below. Just double checking quick, if I can. So as long as he's very far below, I don't really care. Like, that's at least 700 meters down. And it hadn't gotten to it yet. 500, 300, 600. And I still can't even see him with the scout, so stay away from him, we should be good. The part I don't like is that this ice, or whatever it is, just floating around in space. 500, 600, 800. So he's about a kilometer away. And man, I nailed him again! I'm so sorry, little scout. The level at which they don't give a fuck. Actually kind of appreciate that from the anglers, is just like, yeah, whatever, like, something flew into my mouth, that's fine. Like, free meal. One of my favourite Monster Hunter skills. Alright, so at least now I know exactly how far away the distress signal is. And that's alright. As long as I'm very light on the thrusters, I'm okay in here. And I think I'm probably going to have to work my way back down here. Okay, so there's the light trail. That's what I need to get to. But very carefully. Can I get my ship through there? I don't want to have to if I don't need to. Okay. Making my way downtown. Shitting bricks. But other than that, we're making progress. Okay, so I can lock onto that. Don't know why, but I can. At the minute, at least. Okay. So the fish don't care if you use your maximum thrusters far away from them. It seems that they'll only care if you're kind of near them. Because again, I don't think the point of them is to, like, make this entire place, like, impossible for you to get around. You just kind of need to pay attention and know where you're trying to go. Or at least that's what it feels like. I just need to follow these lights down here. Also, I think I'm fairly safe as long as I'm inside this part of the bramble, unless the fish can break it. Oof, I hate it when I see just shadows in the distance. Even if I know it's not the fish, it's just the ice rolling around. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if you can see what I can see already, but I know what happened to the Nomai of Escape Pod 3. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh man, that's just... This game's just sad, sometimes. These guys didn't know. They didn't understand what they were looking at. Right. I need to go and pay my respects more than anything, I guess. Right. Yeah, there's the sad music again. Being sad and terrified at the same time is a hell of a feeling. But man, every time this music picks in, you know something bad is about to happen, so let's have a read, even though like, I've already kind of know what happened here. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the 2 beacons from the vessel to this place, but we can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed, yet the opening is too small for every single Nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems to be able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and yet still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There is nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. If it makes you feel any better, Seka, I think, for the most part, they've kind of found their way. So yeah, this game has a way of pulling at some heartstrings after you've been in it for so long. Did any of you guys leave anything behind? You just kind of waited here to run out of oxygen. At least you didn't get fished. I don't know which of the two I prefer, honestly. Like, I wouldn't really call running out of oxygen a peaceful way to go. It's so sad that these guys are all just floating around here. Like, as soon as I started getting closer, I understood what was going on. Oh man, I've only just understood this as well. I don't know who else is seeing this, but this isn't just one of them, this is 2 of them hugging each other. Fuck. Well, as much as I would like to remain sad about everything, we do got a job to do. So there is the Nomai vessel. I forgot that when you fired your scout, it fires you backwards because of the propulsion. Wow. So yeah, the Nomai vessel's huge. We should have guessed that much. I'm hoping that there's no fishy fish in getting towards Nomaiville. Ugh, but I believe I'm going to have to take my chances either way. So, we know Scout's in there, ship's up there, I'm locked onto the Nomai vessel up there, and there's a duplicate signal, which, if my fucking eyes are deceiving me or not, I believe is the red sphere. So you know, that's fun. I had a sneaking suspicion that the breeding grounds that the fish are they're using as the breeding grounds because it's like part of the vessel, it's like a big place. Nomai grave. Man, that's the thing to call it. Yeah, the survivors from Escape Pod 3 came here. We're basically just read all of this before. Vessel's beacon's dying. If I launch my scout into the seed, I can take photos of an enormous derelict Nomai ship. So yeah, we know what that is. Oh, there's a new thing on the vessel. Launched my scout into the seed at the Nomai grave and took photos of an enormous derelict ship. So yeah, we know what we're doing, is just doing it. And doing it safely is the hard part, because I don't know, I have no longer any idea where the fish situation's at. All I know is that I now have my scout here and a signal in that direction. I think the fish were only above and below. My problem is now, one, getting by here without interrupting this grave situation. So I'm going to try and find my way out here and be very slow about it, because I don't know where Operation Fish begins. Oh god, there's one of them. I think. Ugh. And I need to find my way in that direction without smashing into any ice or anything, and without being able to fire my scouter again. Or my scout. Which I don't like. All of this is outside of my realm of comfortability. Like, no part of this I like. Like, I like discovering things. Oh god, there's the other one down there as well. So hopefully they're relatively far enough away that this journey isn't quite as perilous as it seems. But I'm not holding my breath. Well, I am actually holding my breath because I'm terrified, but that's a different thing. That's a different thing causing the holding of the breath. Yeah, I need to find my way towards this duplicate signal, I think. And if I become fish, so be it. This is the issue, is that trying to get by here quietly past all this like floating ice is probably kind of hard. It's just kind of hard to keep an eye around as well. It all moves so slowly, but I also need to be moving slowly. I think. I'm not actually sure if moving slowly is the thing or not. Can you fuck off? Go away, you giant ice bastard. Shh. Everything's fine. Don't wake the baby. No, no, no. Don't shake the baby. I'm gonna get to this Nomai ship eventually, and then the sun's gonna explode into it. I'm hoping I'll learn something very quickly that lets me just get there easier the next time. But for now, I think I just need to go and get to it. And pray I don't get fished. I think as long as I'm slow about it, like thruster-wise, I'll be okay. Oh man. Oh man. Shh. Everything's fine. No. Away, 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 away. Oh no. Oh. 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 Oh, man. Are you kidding me? I was right. The Nomai vessel is where these bastards made their, like, breeding grounds. Ugh. Well, I don't know what more I can do here, because... Yes, I know they're blind. Yes, I know that if I'm quiet getting through here, it's probably fine, and I can probably get to this ship, which I think is what the red light is. But, fuck all of this, man. Like, honestly, who wants us anything to do with this? Like, why are there so many of them? So this is the breeding grounds, which is fucked. But I need to get towards that red light over there, I think. Is it? Wait. Okay, so, if nothing else, I now know that this, like, little pod here is the right direction to try and go. Like, this is where we're trying to get for the ship. The issue arises with getting to it. Because this entrance, not the one. But also, I don't know if that's as far as it goes. Because I don't think that's the actual Nomai ship itself. I think it's just the signal from it. I think we have to go through, like, another warp point before it actually gets to it. And I think the warp point is either in the middle of these eggs or further than it. I'm so sad about all of this. This is, like, worst case scenario for me. Because, yeah, this doesn't look like where the Nomai ship is. I kind of wish I'd have left the scout where it was, but I kind of needed it because I'm not going any further in here, let's be real. All these guys sound like they're asleep as well. They sound like they're snoring, but they just sound terrifying. I'm just kind of trying to see what I can see. I'm not a big fan of any of this. Okay. Maybe not this loop. Maybe next loop. I think the plan is to do what we just did, and then back out, like as far as we can, basically. Instead of coming here, or maybe just coming into here from a different angle. Because these guys are fuckos, and I want nothing to do with them. Yeah, that you dick? Yeah, because I can hear the sun about to go off already. And these guys are fuckboys. I'm a level of unhappy about this entire thing, but I feel like, for some reason, I feel like going to the Black Hole Forge is like towards the end of this game. I don't know why I think that. My issue is that I want to go and visit the Nomai vessel because I know where it is. I'm pretty sure I know what I kind of need to do to get to it. It's just doing it is really, really hard for me. Because, you know, fuck these guys. Yeah, I think I'm kind of just waiting for the loop to run out on this one. I can't be arsed with these guys at the minute. They're just assholes. Like, I don't think we're going to learn much more from here. If nothing else, I am brought solace by the fact that all of you guys will now also die with me. One thing that does confuse me is that my scout hitting things doesn't trigger them. I know my thrusters at high temp will trigger them, but I don't know how close I need to be for it. But man, fuck these guys. I'm glad you're all about to get roasted. Welcome to hell. Okay. I don't know if I have the stones to go in there and do what needs to be done. At least not that way. I think what I might need to do is what I said, is go toward the pod, find that seed thing, fire it through the Nomai grave, which is just sad in general again, but then back out and go a different way in. Maybe. The hard part with that with me is that not having my scout on deck is really, really hard for me in there because it takes away my ability to check things ahead of me. And that's just not good. I like having the ability to check around for the fishies because the fishies are giant and scary. Be glad you sit here and just look at this all day. You don't have to deal with what I gotta deal with.